Hey everyone, another Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. countdown video with the final rewatch for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This time for Season 5 with The Devil's Complex. This was very, very tight actually, because I thought, okay, the end's definitely going to win. Like, Self-Control was an absolute murder in terms of the polls. I thought the end would gain, I mean, there's quite a few great episodes to rewatch. And I'm a bit surprised that this episode won, but I think, I'm also not surprised at the same time, because this episode was very, very brutal. Not only that, but it also showed how excellent of an actor Ian is, and it was just a gripping story all throughout, so I absolutely, really, really, loved this episode. I gotta charge this, I forgot this was on low charge. Great, but yeah, as I was going to say, I think this episode is a masterpiece, I think, for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I can't plug it in. Why? Ta-da. Awesome. Anyways, yeah, it was a really... I'm just... slow motion turned it off the... It's on 20%. Yeah, this episode's a masterpiece. It was really, really intense, and I'm not ready to go through the pain of this episode all over again, because this was very, very distressing towards the end, especially when we got to that reveal. It was absolutely brutal, and it's dark. It's yeah, I'm nervous all over again. So yeah, we'll just delve right into this episode. This is episode 14 of season 5's rewatch for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Let's go.
I want hobnobs.
I can search the stock for biscuits.
No. I want the real thing. Why did it have to be a fear dimension coming to life? Why couldn't it be dreams or wishes?
Why is it always the bad things?
An extra day between Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah! Like...
You?
Speak any language.
Saturday.
Or honeymoon.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry she chose Fitz over you, Will, but, like, that's quite the OTT reaction to have.
You have to allow yourself to heal. We'll handle the fighting for now. We've already got an op up and running to find the people who did this to you.
Ruby did that to her, and it was like...
We'll protect you, Maymore. Even if it's from yourself. That's what family does.
The gravitonium
Yo, Mac.
Deeks. Trust me, I can figure
I
this
don't
out.
know what would come out
I
for me.
I'll experiment.
I don't know.
I have to.
Okay, so what do we do?
Maybe I can find some of Dr. Franklin Hall's original notes.
Yeah, that could give us some insight into the nature of the
How the
element.
gravitonium arc was utilized like a few seasons
Please
later.
be careful. All right, man. Well, I'm no doctor, but that looks like the opposite of what you're supposed to.
Here we go! Here we go!
No. I'm the only doctor here.
I hate this! I hate this!
Organization. I'm just trying to bring you to justice.
I missed the part where bring to justice and blow up with beacon bombs or analogous.
I have orders not to let you escape by any means. I'm simply
It's
doing
just a
my
dramatic.
job.
It's just amateur dramatics.
Is it your job to cut the arms off one of my agents?
Justice.
For that, I do apologize. One of my subordinates got a bit overzealous.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can...
See, this is where he's breaking down.
You're on the right track.
And this is how it starts.
Oh no.
This is scary.
No, you can't.
This is scary all
There's
over again.
work. You can't escape me, Fitz. We're
That
not
fear.
finished yet.
Oh my god, this.
Saving humanity. It's usually my line.
I don't think you understand
I
the
just
forces at play
can't.
here. My
I just
vantage
can't
point is
with
much
this
higher than yours.
version
What are you trying to save the planet
of
from?
Fitz, this
Why didn't
dark
you
version.
tell me?
Get out of the car, Mr. Creel.
Yeah. May's like, oh, for fuck's sake, this bastard again. Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, I think everything was just so like frantic with the whole Dr. Fitz situation. You forgot Creel was here.
Strength. Immortality. How's that for a cool origin story, bro?
So
Shades.
you turned over a new leaf?
I love
Or
that
just
shade.
another Russian infiltrating our democracy?
Humanity still stands threatened.
Oh.
I will ensure this planet survives for generations. But Hale is an important
Getting
part of
hot in here, isn't
The
it?
one holding her leash.
You will bring her to me.
Operation in the framework, he was also in charge of inhuman experimentation.
That's why he sent that Terminator after Yo-Yo.
And that means he's also after...
Deza.
Where is she?
There was a surveillance outage on one of the other levels. She went to check
It's
it out.
sickening when you take in
We
what
have to lock
happened
down the base, close the doctor
in the Agents of Hydra arc.
I can help you with that.
This is
Coulson,
the
come
deal.
with me.
Yeah, the deal
He's
breaker.
not going anywhere.
I just love how May's like, nah, not like just.
I come with you, my people get away unharmed.
I can agree to that.
I just love how May is.
Excuse us.
You're not the one calling the shots here. What happened, bro? Hell must have your balls in a vise.
I always will.
It's his head in a jar.
I always love this rivalry between Ivanov and Coulson.
What's needed? Compress the gravitonium and insert it into the device to shut you off for good. My hypothesis has science to back it up.
This is heartbreaking. Fitz, why?
Wait, stop. Just stop.
I
You know that I'm right.
despise this
No.
version.
Because you what?
Fuck's
Look at
sake!
You are weak. But together we can fix
This
it.
is monstrous.
talking to?
No. Finish what we
Penny in the
started.
air. Penny
Fitz!
drops.
Here. He was right.
We go crazy.
What is happening? Fitz,
This is the heartbreaking moment.
it wasn't an anomaly. It was
It was
you.
all you.
Me.
You won on this one.
We can work all of this out. You just need to let Daisy go.
No. There's no turning back.
Of course there is.
We planned for that too.
That is heartbreaking. There's no turning back.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
No, Fitz. Fitz, no, please. Fitz, I am begging you. Please, you do not want to do this.
This is. You still can't fathom it.
But I have to.
No.
It's revolting.
I'll never forgive you.
I suspect you won't be the only one.
This is. Yeah, I can't get over this.
Hearing him for a while now. Since we left the framework.
This is
Or
an
we just
important.
started seeing him.
That's an important dialogue, and I'll explain why later at the
Is
end.
your injury acting up? You used to see me too when I wasn't there.
You were my conscience.
Then what was he?
It's a darker version of him.
Daisy's traumatized. Do you know what the worst part about all of this is?
Oh, this is where he says it.
I still believe that it was the right thing to do.
That was a legit fit as well.
I really don't know where we go from here.
Just hearing him say that. It's the worst.
So that's why you gotta take care of him. And he's always got the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Deep though.
He needs you there to help lighten the load. Oh, and he loves his
Center point.
prosciutto and mozzarella sandwiches that no one can make right except you. So I know that you can help Fitz.
Because you do.
And I know
Spoiler alert.
that you two are gonna be okay. Because
You're a grandson.
We needed this in a dark episode of horror and despair. And that's where the theory started.
We'll return in a moment.
Everyone was like, oh, is Gemma pregnant? I thought she was just sick from everything.
I hope fortune turns your way. And of course, hail Hydra.
Lob off one head, a billion more takes its place. You thought you saw the last of them in like, oh, season 3, oh, they're ended, yeah, okay. They come back. I mean, season 4, it was fairly understandable, like from a narrative point of view, because, oh, it's a different world, so yeah. And then season 5 just completely takes you by surprise, like, you should be dead! Like, the Doctor should have been dead, but he came back-ish, so yeah. Yeah, it was a really, really heartbreaking episode. Heartbreaking. It still makes you sick to this day, actually. Yeah, it still makes you heartbroken with what went on and how just how devastating it was. But it does make you appreciate how bloody underrated and fantastic Ian is as an actor. Like, honestly, that episode is one of his key is a key instrument to like his highlight reel, because it is just bloody fantastic, and not just the differences between normal Fitz and the Doctor, but also the panic on Fitz's face and the range of emotion that these characters portray. Like, the fear on Fitz was absolutely crushing, and it was perfectly done. Absolutely intimidating. That's all you could really describe that episode, isn't it? Like, it was absolutely sinister to see the Doctor return. And you're still not used to the movements that the Doctor pulled, or Fitz pulled, as the Doctor to ensure that the Gravitonium would close off the rift. And here's the thing, this could still happen in season 6. And I'm not even kidding, because we have to remember, season 5 Fitz, we know what's happened to him. So in season 6 we'll have the Fitz that was on his way to the lighthouse in the future. Now that the loop is broken, he's still out there though. And this Fitz has not lived, he's still fresh from the framework, isn't he? So he will still have a bit of the voices of the Doctor calling to him. And if there's anything stressful that, like, if there's anything that requires him to go into that dark point, then we could see the Doctor return. Like, we saw how stressful the whole situation with the rift was, especially with how it posed a risk of spreading beyond the lighthouse. And we could have a similar scenario again. At least they would be a bit more prepared, potentially. But Fitz needed that push to the dark side. Because the dark side of Fitz was so obsessed with Inhumans. And so he needed that push. So you're just thinking, what if something like this happens again? Because this Fitz has not gone through that ordeal of the Doctor consuming him and making him believe, okay, well, it's just a manifestation. It was all him at the end of the day. So we could have that situation play out again. But who knows? Who knows? I just hope not, because I don't want to be put through that hurt again. Although, I don't know if they'll be able to pull off a masterclass like they did in this episode, because we thought, okay, it's a duplication of Fitz. It's not legit Fitz. And, it was legit Fitz. Fitz carried out all those actions as himself. He had a bit of assistance of the dark side, so it was still very, very stressful to go through that episode and see what Fitz was doing as the Doctor. Absolutely heartbreaking. And I say we needed that scene at the end with Deke revealing to Simmons that he's the grandson, but we did need it. Gemma needed it. Everyone needed it, because there was that uncertainty about Fitzsimmons. Not just that, though, but they've just recently got married. So there's that uncertainty, and Deke is like, well, spoiler alert, but I know you guys will find a way to make it work out, because you do. Even though we're talking about the future and we're talking about breaking the loop, but Deke knows that no matter the troubles, you guys will always find a way. You guys will always find a way, and it's really, really great that we had Deke there as that support. So yeah, it was also great to see how Coulson bounced it up with the with Hale and Hydra and that, and Creel, Ironov, their returns was overshadowed by this whole worry about the Doctor, wasn't it? But they still made sure the quality of their interactions was top notch. Like, the bants between Ivanov and Coulson will always be amazing, because there's that sincerity. They hate each other's guts, but they will always throw a bit of shade at each other. Like, Ivanov retorting Coulson's words about cool origin story and was just amazing. So it was just really, really good stuff to see. But yeah, it was heartbreaking. It was absolutely heartbreaking, and I do wonder, like, for season 6, how Daisy's gonna take this approach, because she said she would never forgive him, and we've got a Fitz who has not done those actions. Fitz has, totally, but not this Fitz. It's the same. It's like this Fitz never got the chance to experience marriage. He's not got the chance to experience the thing is, he's got, if Fitz gets told about what he did, should I say, then there's going to be a level of remorse, surely, about, because they've got to tell him about, oh, you did this and all of that. So they've got to recap him on everything, even what he did as the Doctor. So, yeah. But, yeah, like I said, the acting from Ian was absolutely, like, it's always been impressive. He's always been a fascinating actor as Fitz, but he just knocked it out the park in this episode. Like, the twist and his acting helped contribute a really, really fascinating, chilling story. And it was just really, really incredible. Like I said, though, the way he acted as those two Fitzes, there's a plural, like Fitz-eyes or something like that. I don't know. The way he acted, though, was absolutely mesmerizing because, like I said, it's not just the differences in terms of the characters, it's the way he portrays them. Like, you have that sick, cold nature in the Doctor, and the way he echoes that coldness is absolutely scintillating. But also you have that worry, that nervous, that breakdown and all of that from Fitz. It's just absolutely incredible acting. And I just do worry because this is, Fitz is, you feel so bad for Fitz. Like, he's got the brain injury that helps with the frame, like, that adds to the framework, and that, it's all the equations, isn't it? You got the brain injury, the framework, your need to go to the dark side in order to help try to find a way to make things right. It's really, really it all makes for a very, very sinister story, and I absolutely did love what they did, but I was also very, very heartbroken with how Fitz went to that level. It's totally distressing viewing it back because it's like, you know what happens, but you still can't get over it. So yeah. But yeah, that was the final rewatch of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for this Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. countdown. Still not over it. But it was a really, really, I think, I don't know, out of this and the end, it's very, very hard to determine what episode's the best, because I feel like in levels of quality, they did, if we're going to compare season 5 episodes or whatever to MCU films or whatever, this episode is the Winter Soldier. Not out of the entirety of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because I was picking from season 5 episodes, and like I said, I don't know which one's better out of The End or Winter Soldier, and I always think Winter Soldier is the best MCU movie with the level of quality it gave off, and this is no different. This the level of quality in this episode was just absolutely fun stuff to see. So yeah, it was a really, really great episode to return on because there was some really, really great moments aside from the darkness. But yeah, it was chilling to get back into that episode, and I hope we don't see any more of the Doctor. Like, not because the Doctor's a bad character, but it's like, I don't accept this. I don't subscribe to this version of Fitz. No, this is not, don't do this. Don't break our hearts. No, Ian's a fantastic actor, and he is massively underrated, and he deserves a lot more praise than he gets because he's absolutely phenomenal as an actor. And it's not just this episode, but during the Agents of Hydra arc, he nailed it as the Doctor. So, yeah, great episode. I think that's an understatement because this is this is a freaking gold mine of an episode. But yeah, that was The Devil Complex. So, I will see you guys tomorrow for my next Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. countdown video. You can subscribe to my Media Pizza channel if you want to. You can also watch my videos on the right. I did that backwards. Awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this rewatch. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!